Hello, hello, Scorpio, and welcome to your weekly reading for the week of March 10th through March 16th, or whenever you come across this message, it is meant for you. There are no coincidences. Here we go. Wow, we're starting off like this, the World card. I haven't even had a chance to say anything yet, so I was gonna say I've already shuffled and premeditated on your cards, and we're gonna start with a 9-card spread. I'm gonna clarify. But we've got the World showing up, which is great news for us, actually. It means that we have come to a completion of a cycle, and not just any cycle, but the entire journey, right? So in tarot, it's the story of the Fool. And, it's the beginning, right? You are carefree, you're brand new, and you have zero concerns or worries. You don't have the knowledge and the wisdom to understand the consequences of your actions. Oh, this is the end of the journey where you've gone through your lessons and you've mastered it, right? There's a part of your life, Scorpio, that you've absolutely mastered, and you've moved on from lots of different energies in your life at this point. So we're going to clarify everything here, but the World card is number 21, and 21 reduces to the number 3, Empress energy. So we've got the King of Wands here, the Sun, 4 of Cups, the Hierophant, Knight of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, Scorpio. Yeah. Oh, Scorpio, I love this for us. The 2 of Cups is at the end of the... Listen, let me just calm down. I am going to get clarifiers, and I've already shuffled these, so let's pull them and let's see what we have here. We've got Peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. The Air, unseen potential and hesitation. And Spirit of Water, return to the source of the feminine for purification. Wow, I love that, because this is giving me that feeling of like being reborn, right? Like actually being birthed. And because we have the World card here, which is number 21, signifying the completion of a cycle. What happens at the end of a cycle? You start over again. And when you take 21 and when you reduce that to 3, that's the Empress. And the Empress is all about birthing, creating. And we have Venus in Pisces. That happens on March 11th through April 5th. And that energy is going to be amazing for a Scorpio. It's in our 5th house. And that's our 5th house of creativity, romance, self-expression. So this is the absolute best time to give yourself a brand new beginning, because it's like, you have written a brand new script, you've got your costume, you've got your light, your setting, like you're ready to get on stage at this point. So I keep seeing like a birthing. So number 20 is 2 and 0. 2 is about partnerships, which this is also an amazing time for partnerships in our 5th house, right? Creativity, birthing something new, and romance. And that new moon on the 10th is in our 5th house. So this is a great time to start something new, a new relationship. This is an amazing time if you're already in commitment to re-enliven that and actually rediscover each other again, right? Because you're birthing a different chapter in your already existing relationships. I love that. All right, so the Air, unseen potential and hesitation. So I feel that for those of you that are creating businesses and pivoting and just expressing yourself openly, I think that's the bigger thing. It's more than anything else that you're doing. It's like making money is a side product of what the happiness you're expressing, right? Your creativity. And I feel that, where in the past there's been hesitation to really show all parts of yourself, I feel like that's coming to an end as well. And that you're really going to put yourself, in the limelight, truly. And it just seems that it goes your way. So we're going to clarify all this, but as I say that and I take a good look at what's in front of me with the World card right after that, wow, I literally said this. So right after that, I've got the King of Wands followed by the Sun card. And the King of Wands is very passionate, driven, is ambitious, has a lot of drive and desire, and is very attractive, right? They're focused, a fire sign. So there's just all like this, you know, and it's adventurous, right? And I feel like that's what's happening for you, Scorpio. Like this chapter of your life is going to be full of adventure. And this month, you really start planting the seeds and really seeing the seeds that you planted last year come to fruition. So, you know, this is also eclipse season happening. So I know that this is through the week of 3/16, but just know towards the end of this month, there is a potential for just sudden disruption in your life. And it could be for the best possible of things. It could be an engagement coming to you out of nowhere, or someone saying to you, hey, you know, extending an offer you can't refuse. Let's put it that way. There's a lot of that, because then we have the Sun card. So I've been seeing the Sun card come out in a lot of my readings for the other signs. And that's just giving me such hope, right? I mean, honestly, I feel that the month of March is going to provide you opportunities in ways you had not envisioned. And then through April and August is when you start really like engulfing that new life. This month also, and this week, excuse me, is a great time to reconnect with children or anybody in your life that you mentor when you have that kind of relationship, a niece, a nephew, younger siblings, whatever the case is. This is a great time for that, and to learn something new about the children in your life or whoever it is that fits that role for you. We've got the Hierophant, the Four of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. I do feel that, and we've been talking about this for some time, relationship changes are taking place, especially that they started, for those of us that were still in relationship last October, I would say they started like round 2 then. And by now, it's really getting to a point that a lot of you are thinking, okay, you know, by April, I'm out of this marriage, by April. So it seems like this month you get the finances, the attorney, the things fall into place for your freedom, so to speak, this month in March. And again, April through August, same thing for you. You'll be moving and starting over, you know, decorating your home and like making things yours. So in that sense, Scorpio, you would be birthing a new home front. Also, because Venus is in Pisces and all this energy is in our 5th house, if you are looking to get pregnant, and I've been saying this since last year, March is happening, that's because the universe is supporting you. Venus being in Pisces and that happening in our 5th house, if you're looking to expand your family, this is absolutely the best time of this year to start doing that. Well, to get a positive pregnancy test. So I would say anytime in March, maybe early April, right? Depending on your cycle, you can expect to see that. So congratulations. And I've been saying it for some time, so I want you guys to comment below. And here's actually, just to piggyback on what I'm saying, you see that this is a 3 of Cups and this 4th cup. Because I'm speaking of pregnancy, this is specifically coming through for those of you who may have had, you know, a miscarriage or have been having trouble, or IVF, anything like that. If that's happening with you and your family, it's almost like for months now you've been thinking, when is this going to happen for me? And then poof, right? So January, February, March, pregnancy comes in. That's the way this one comes through. Now, separate from pregnancy, I am feeling strongly that if you've been in a relationship or a situationship that's been dragging its heels, it's not really going where you expected it, or it's really different, something changes this month. It becomes maybe the relationship you had hoped for, or the other thing that I'm really sensing is that someone new comes in the picture out of nowhere. So it depends. And I really feel, Scorpio, that many of us are going to have the option of either person. So there is that's showing up for a good 70% of us, those of us that are single. I'll be honest, it's coming through strongly. So, and I'll tell you why, because we are slotted for soulmate energy. I keep saying it, but I mean, it's because that's what the planetary energies are supporting, truly. And this is also a great time to start a business. And I've been talking about this as well, if you're creating art of any kind, right? Music, poetry, anything, right? You're writing something, you're making, digital content. This is going to be the most amazing time to get support for that, to find the tools to do it, to find the clients to support it, to get investors. Like, this is the time. So if you're writing a book, you're creating your artwork's being hung up in a gallery, I love this for you. Keep going, because your ideas are going to seem very overwhelming, and you're going to wonder, like, can I sustain this? Yes, you can. You have to. You're going to keep getting pushed because it's your calling. So the Hierophant is number 5, and that's a card of change. That's a number of change, but it's also, let me start over. The Hierophant's about tradition, right? And this could be a religious person, someone that you see. This could be a spiritual, awakening. But the number 5 itself is about disruption. So when this card comes through for me, sometimes I feel that this could be like a shakeup in a traditional marriage or household. So there could be, like I said, for those of you that are dissatisfied in your marriages, this is the time that you might seek to end that marriage. And then I do see you going for more. Although it's a paced progression, there is more ahead. So then I've got the 9 of Pentacles with the 10 of Cups and the 2 of Cups. So we're back to this energy here where I said that if you were in a relationship, a situationship, or something that's not going anywhere, there's clarity this month. And if you decide to open yourself up for something different will show up in the form of a soulmate. If you're already in a relationship, like I said, you're going to rekindle it. And it's not even like rekindle like something's offbeat, but it's that you get this new desire for your partner, and you're like, you know what? We've been together for 20 years, and now I feel like I want to spend time getting to know who you are now. Like, especially, let's say you and your spouse are recently retired. This is going to be the summer, right? Or the year that you decide to get to know each other again and talk about all the years you guys were basically just roommates, kind of, right? I mean, not that there wasn't romance in your marriage, but you were working shifts to pay bills, to raise kids, and this is a rekindling time. For those of you that are in separation, it seems that this 9 of Pentacles, that separation pays off, right? You regain a certain amount of confidence about yourself, and basically you become available for that soulmate energy. And I just looked up at my timer, right? And it was 12 minutes and 34 seconds. And Scorpio, I work with those numbers, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's always Spirit telling me that we are on the right path. Go with your instinct, right? It's one foot in front of the other. You go from 9 of Pentacles, that independence, that happiness, that fulfillment on your own, to the 10 of Cups, wish fulfillment, and this time it's with your soulmate, 2 of Cups. That's beautiful, right? You can't make that up. That tells a story in itself. This is the absolute best time to link up with someone and to be energetically meshing. And for those of you that really feel strongly that romance is not for you, this is still a good time to develop strong bonds and strong relationships with other people. If you've been a person who, because of your past, has been kind of cut off from, the public, so to speak, right? You've been isolated. This is a good time to allow yourself to go in a new direction. The universe is going to push you to be in community with others. So let's clarify the cards here and see if there's any further messages. One second. Oof. All right, the World card is being clarified by the 4 of Cups, which is funny because this is the second time the 4 of Cups shows up and in that row. Scorpio, don't allow your past to limit your perceptions of what you're capable of. So we go back to this, unseen potential. There's unseen potential because the future is so different than anything we've ever experienced in our past. This month, we are going to find a humongous amount of inventions and advancements and technologies, and our ability to create is going to be unlike anything we've ever experienced. So what's the harm in just letting your mind wander and start thinking like, okay, if I really could create anything, if I could make any movie, if I could write any novel, what would it be about? And just start getting the juices flowing instead of thinking about how hard everything has been in the past. Because that's what this is. This is, oh, the past has been unkind to me. My health has been awful. I never have the money to pay my bills. I live month to month. You know, I always have to walk in my father's footsteps. Okay, you can keep telling yourself that story because it's always going to be true for you as long as you put the energy into it. What if you release it and say, okay, well, that script's old and there's got to be a different perspective and there has to be a different way to live my life. And Spirit says, oh yeah, there is. And let me show you this brand new script. It's truly Queen of Swords, seeing clearly, being very methodical about what your future looks like, having a clear vision, a visionary. King of Wands is being clarified by the Hierophant. So this is the second time. So listen, this is like a drive towards, there's a lot of passion for you here, Scorpio, when it comes to your spiritual side. I feel that a lot of you are going to start studying things like the laws of attraction, hermetics, occult studies. I feel that you're going to go against the grain when it comes to excuse me, Scorpio. I feel like when it comes to tradition, a lot of you are going to be going against the grain this year and really challenging your belief system. This month, specifically when we get towards the end of this month, right, you're going to find yourself really, you might have some of your own prejudices show up in your face, is the best thing I can put it. Like, no matter how open-minded you believe yourself to be, we're human, and everyone, I think, has a part of themselves that is more closed-minded than we understand. So I feel like this month you're going to get like that mirror put in your face where it's like, hey, did you just have judgment against that person? Why don't you reflect on where you've come from and then check yourself, you know? And it's going to be very internal, this conversation, but I feel like that's happening for you as well. And Spirit says, you know, release the shame that comes along with it. Just let it go and just acknowledge, okay, I need to work on that. I need to look at things differently. All right, so let's clarify the Sun card, please. Why the Sun card? Knight of Cups, the Sun card. There's a lot of happiness coming your way, Scorpio. Knight of Cups, this is like a strong offer. This is strong offer in love, strong offer in relationship, a strong connection, soul tribe vibe. This reading is coming across very emotional. Like, I'm getting like the warm and fuzzies as I read this. I don't know. I kind of like this energy for us, Scorpio, because, you know, normally our stingers are out and we don't like, get away from us. Like, I think I saw a meme the other day that says, I miss the days where being too close to me was illegal. I'm sorry. I mean, I never looked at it that way, but yeah, I mean, you know, it was illegal to be too close to me. And I think I do miss that. However, I digress. The point is, I'm getting the warm and fuzzies in this reading because I feel like things are changing. I feel like we soften up some and we allow the more nurturing side of us to come out. I feel that as we are stronger in walking away from things and as we start to see the light at the end of the tunnel, then, you know, I feel like this relationship just comes out of nowhere, really, or the rekindling, the desire comes out of nowhere. And it is a very sudden turn of events type of energy. Eclipse season is known to bring about the impossible. It's known to move mountains to get you in the right place. So today you could be completely obsessed with someone and thinking like they're the best things, they're the bee's knees, right? And then tomorrow you wake up and you're like, yeah. Why? Why did I think that? With like zero explanation. And that's just the energy that you need to pivot you somewhere else. Or the opposite could happen. You go to bed thinking, why did I marry you? And you wake up going, because I love you so much. The planets do things like that, you know? So let's clarify the Four of Cups. If the World card comes out. All right, so this makes sense. Nine of Wands, clarifying the Four of Cups. There is a lot of fear here because we go back to this unseen potential. And there's fear of, will I get hurt again? Do I want to put my kids through this? I'm not even fully out of what I was in. How do I find the energy to build myself up and be in relationship? There's hesitation here because in the past, it was so difficult. Like I said before, in terms of your business and in terms of how you bring in your money or how you choose to spend your days in retirement, your years in retirement, whatever you choose to do with that time is, give me 1 second. Let me look at this. Sorry, I got a little bit sidetracked because as I was saying, whatever I was saying, I got redirected to this 9 of Wands and this 4 of Cups. They're saying that this is a blockage that is going to be released this week, actually. So they're taking me back to this. So I'm sorry about the redirection, but they're saying that the reason that you stop looking at this 3 of Cups and pay attention to this is because you become exhausted and something happens, like something happens and you see things very clearly. They're directing me back to that Queen of Swords. So give me 1 second while I look at that because I want to clarify this. Let me see. Something about this middle row here is for those of you that are dealing with tension in a relationship, and it doesn't have to be romantic. This could be with a boss. This could be at work. Truly, because that first row felt a lot about relationships in terms of like ones that are going well. It's a new relationship or someone new is incoming. But the second row is a lot about an existing relation. Yeah. Because then the 4 of Swords comes up, taking time away. You're done fighting. You're done investigating. You're done. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles and 4 of Pentacles comes through. I feel like you want more stability in your life, Scorpio. And so for those of you that are in a back and forth situation in your current relationship, this is more about that marriage. So if you're in a marriage that you feel that for some time you're like, you know what, I've got to get out of here, this is going to be where that takes off. There's a lot here about saving your money and being mindful of your investments and maybe not sharing every piece of information with everybody when it comes to where your money is. Because it looks like, you know, there might be something here in the financial aspect of your marriage that comes out. And so it's going to be good for you to have some money set aside for yourself. And I know that's very specific, but that's what's coming through in this second row. This is about the release portion of a disentanglement because something else is coming towards you. It really is. There's a whole lot of energy here about once you leave the situation you're in, which is happening this month. Again, April through August are life-changing for you. It just basically takes you down a different trajectory. And for those of you that have just recently been with someone, met someone, that energy is taking off in a new direction. Like I said, it's like you wake up one day and you pivot. Things become super clear this week. So the new moon's on the 10th. And so this is a great time for new beginnings. As I say that, the 9 of Pentacles is being clarified by the 10 of Pentacles. This is all about being led towards the right relationship because you're already on your own, complete. And so for some of you also, this may be about, this has come through where you may experience that your children are in the limelight. And so this could be where this is a very fulfilled family and then one person is like sticking out. So your spouse could all of a sudden get some kind of huge bonus that you didn't expect, that you know, a promotion out of nowhere. And this would be through your spouse, or it could be that your child, you know, becomes famous. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting. And so that could happen because, you know, kids are on social media all the time. They do all kinds of activities. So you never know. I mean, you might not be so clear on what your kids are doing. and who's watching them. And it doesn't always have to be something creepy. It could very much be that somebody enjoys their content, and as a result, they get an offer, they get a sponsorship. So there's something here about your children really coming into their own, and I'm getting this energy too, like you are going to need to hire someone to help manage in their schedules. That's super specific, but it's very, very likely, because everyone has a platform now. If they choose to use it, that's up to them. Guys, so the World card is clarifying the 10 of Cups. 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, the World card. The reason why the World card over here is clarified by the 4 of Cups is because it's like, look, you're stuck in the past. If you just look up and allow yourself to experience the opportunities, right? You're going to live a life that you could not have imagined before of happiness. But you can't be happy and stuck in a situation. You can't. You can't be in a loop and happy at the same time, because what it is to be happy is to have your arms free, is to be able to see the potentiality of your future when you're by yourself or with someone else. It's a true partnership. It's not a competition anymore, right? And so if you're in a relationship that doesn't allow you to express all parts of yourself in the most boldest of ways, Scorpio, that relationship, whether it be romantic, at work, at school, whatever, your best friend, they got to go. It doesn't matter. And it's not personal. It's not. It's vibrational. You got to spread your wings, Scorpio. You got to get wild, because you've got 10 of Cups coming out after the World card, 9 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck again. Let's see. What are we going to do to clarify this 2 of Cups for Scorpio? This is a great reading. Scorpio actually is one of the signs that's going to make out the best during this new moon. So this week, it's happening. Hold on. I'm not kidding. Look. 2 of Cups, the Star card. Aquarius energy. But the Star card is also the 8-pointed star. 8 is about manifestation, bringing things into creation, right? It's about abundance. It's about happiness. 8. I love that. So the Star card is also about healing, and I feel that this person that's coming towards you, or the way that you pivot in your relationship, it deepens, and that soul connection becomes greater, and you discover more about who you are through this connection. And the same thing happens with this person. It becomes a very balanced partnership. So I really feel like this is an amazing time to either pivot and start over and just fall all the way in to the idea that if you leave something that isn't fulfilling you, it's because there's so much better ahead of you. There is, and it's destined for you to happen. It's destined, but you can't have both. So you have to take the first step to set yourself free from any situation that is holding you back. You got to have your wings, like you can't have your wings clipped, right? You got to be free. And I feel like this is just going to work out in such an amazing way for you, Scorpio. All right, so let's see. Spirit's also saying that, let me go back. So they want me to go back to work and creating. This is an amazing time to collaborate as well. So if you're on social media, don't be afraid to reach out to other creators for any reason and say, hey, like, because we're, I'm getting excited. Let me start over. So I do a tarot channel. Maybe somebody, sees my work and they do something completely different. Maybe they're a filmmaker and they're like, hey, I want to do a film about something I heard in one of your videos. And, who knows? You never know what people will come to say to you. But the point is that it doesn't have to be someone in your niche. It doesn't have to be someone, it just could be for any reason. You want to interview someone, you want to podcast with them. It's just easier than ever to connect with people. So I'm just saying, like, this is a great time to reach out for the creative connection. That's what I'm trying to say. Creative connections are very good this month. Okay, the shadow work that we need to do, blinded to pain, number 13. 13 in the major arcana is Scorpio energy. So this tells me keep going, right? Keep going and don't look back. You're in a period of transformation, as always. That's what we Scorpios do, but we're on the upside of the transformation, right? We're not diving down anymore. This is the rebuild process, right? And this is nothing but looking up, up, up. And if any haters come your way, kick them off the ladder, right? Anybody comes at you with their negativity, that happened to me. I mean, the people have the audacity to write comments that are ridiculous, right? About it doesn't matter. You have to greet that with just curiosity. I mean, there was a time I might have popped off with somebody for some of the things they say, but now I just look at these comments and I'm like, wow, what a fascinating perspective. I'm so glad that's not my reality. And that's the kind of mindset you need to have, because otherwise you will find yourself going to a lot of arguments and not having time to attend any other experiences. We're too pretty for that. We're too good looking for that. The world needs us to do other things, Scorpio. You know. So, number 13, blinded to pain. A period of transformation yet again, but this is the glow up period. And, you know, you have to block out the hater energy. And you just got to keep focused on your goals, because at the end of the day, no one else is going to experience your reality the way you do. So the way you see the world, the way you express yourself, the way you commune with other people, it's completely up to you. How you do it, how you see it, how you perceive it. The universe is an experience-based reality. So you can change your experience at any time, but you just have to understand that you have the control to do it, and you have to just start the process. And sometimes it means changing everything around you to get the reality that you want, and that's okay. Healing with Mother Nature, number 25. 25 reduces to the number 7, all about introspection, spirituality, a lot of compassion here. So this is a great time as March is upon us and spring is here, depending on where you live, to go outside and spend time with Mother Earth. Dig in the dirt. Put your physical hands in the dirt. Feel what you are part of. Feel the elements around you. If it rains, go outside in the rain and allow yourself to sit in the rain bath, a forest bath, a sound bath. Enjoy the healing properties that this beautiful earth has for us. This is an amazing month for you, Scorpio, out of all the signs. And I'm not just saying it because I'm a Scorpio, but if you know, you know. And this is a great time for Scorpio. Don't let anyone or anything or anybody hold you back. This is your time, and I am excited. So comment below. Let me know what new thing you're getting yourself into. Let me know what type of pivots you made in your business, in your relationship. I want to know. And I will see you guys, I think on Saturday I have a live coming up, so I'm very excited. And of course, I will see you next Wednesday. So guys, as always, please remember that we are just stars from the sky with feet on the ground, doing the best we can with the information we have. So be kind to yourselves and each other, all right? Speak only your truth. You will heal worlds with your words. So, as always, may the magic that we weave and the words that we speak bring healing to all those who seek it. And until next time, Scorpio, shine brightly and have a great week ahead.